Alright guys, welcome back to the show. We're out here. I got Ryan Knorr here with me, who is from kind of the area where I am. He reached out to me, and he's got a really cool YouTube channel called Ryan Knorr Lawn Care, and we're going to partner on my yard. So yeah, just kind of tell us about what your YouTube channel is all about.
Yeah, it's pretty much just, you know, learning homeowner type lawn care stuff, and I throw in projects like this every once in a while, kind of some different stuff too, but it's just kind of fun to see what people are doing with their yards. And Paul was here in the area, so I was like, oh, this is cool.
So basically, I think what we're going to do is Ryan is going to do all the specifics of this yard project, and I'll do some updates on our channel. But if you guys are interested in lawn care, I'm telling you, his channel's awesome. I've started watching it. I'm excited about this project. I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I started this week kind of clearing out some trees, and we're going to get all this grass, or this weeds, sprayed, and then we're going to go from there.
Yeah, it's going to be fun and a lot of area to cover, so it should be interesting, kind of a cool process to show everybody, and I'm looking forward to it.
Sounds good. So stay tuned for the lawn care, and anytime he puts up a new video, I'll be sure to let you guys know to go check it out. I just went and picked up the backhoe, got it back here, and I'm going to start clearing some of these trees right behind here because I need to start thinking about the lawn. But first thing I need to do is I need to clear some of this because I want some of the grass to go down into this area. So there's tons of poison ivy down in there, so I need to get these trees plucked out, the poison ivy killed. So I'm gonna get the backhoe and start working. So I'm gonna have a wood stove in my house. So I'm gonna get all this wood here that I'd cut up from my first cleanup, and I got some more. Put it in my dump trailer, and then I'm gonna grab these trees with my skid steer, take them over to the burn pile, limb them off, and then cut them up into my dump trailer and get this whole area cleaned up today while I have an opportunity. So we're just gonna get after it here. Beautiful day. Can't ask for a nicer day. Actually, we'll just walk down to this thorn locust right here. That's what these trees are right here. And I'm trying to get rid of them because you'll see why here in a second. Poison ivy in here everywhere. But these are what these trees are right here. These are called thorn locust trees, and look at those spikes on them. I mean, they're everywhere. So we're going to get all this cleaned out in here. I'm going to leave some of those pine trees, but eventually I'm going to put a pond right down in here. Just working on clearing this out. Going pretty good. That's a nice black walnut there. I'm going to keep that because it's producing walnuts now. And it's a big tree. I wish this one was in better shape, but it's dying off, and that's a jack pine. And those have a very short life expectancy, and the way it's dying, it's maybe got a year left, so I'm going to go ahead and dig that one out too right now, and then just get the rest of this little stuff in this area, and we should be good. So we're going to get back on the backhoe now, get this baby dug out and pushed over. I might be able to push it over without even digging it. We'll try. Push over that easy, you know it's dying. Go ahead and limb all that one off. I'll keep that trunk. I don't know, I might use it for something. And I got all this out here cleared, the trees pushed up that I don't want. I got all the ones limbed off that I want to keep. And I'm going to attack this area right down in here. And whenever you're clearing land, whether it be like I did for where my house is going or down in this area, it's important that you get off and you walk around to see if there's any big holes that you can't see in the tall grass or ditches, because you could really easily tip your machine over if you're not aware of what's out there. And I actually knew there's a ditch down in there, but it actually comes up a little ways. So I walked in there and saw that it was a couple feet deep, only about a foot wide, but maybe if I backed down the wrong way, I'd get my tires stuck in that and either flip it over or get stuck. So now that I got that, I'm going to go through with the backhoe and plug out all the trees that I want, and then I'll go around with the skid steer and pick them up, bring them up to the burn pile, and keep what I want to keep and push the rest up in the pile. So we're going to go ahead and get the backhoe fired up and start working. Alright, we're continuing this cleanup, and as you can see behind me, I got all this cleaned up. So all the trees taken down, I got the trunks all logged out, all the brush pushed up in a pile. Now I went and picked up a skid steer brush mower, and we're going to knock all this grass and saplings down that I didn't get with the backhoe. But I got all of this to do, and you can't see if there's a lot of little saplings, and I just want to get all this mowed down as close to the ground as I can with the brush mower. I got this over here to do, and then I got some stuff in the back. But like when I initially cleared the property, I rented this Bobcat brush mower. This will do up to like 3 or 4 inch in diameter trees. I have nothing that big, but if we run across anything, it'll do that. So we're going to go ahead and get this unhooked, unchained, and hooked up to our Alright, so I love chainsaws. I don't know if it's a guy thing or what, but I have several chainsaws. And my favorite one is by far this Steel 193T. It's a top handle saw. I've got a 12-inch bar on it. And this is the only saw I used for this entire cleanup. And I mean, I had some trees that were probably 15, 20 inches in diameter. And the reason I originally bought this is because I have some bigger saws with I have one with 24-inch bar, one with a 20-inch bar. But man, when you run those, that really takes a toll on your body, and it takes a lot of strength. And I can run this little top handle saw all day long, limbing out the trunks, and I can get through a really thick tree if I need to cut the root ball off, and I never get tired. So if I was going to recommend one saw, this would be it. Now obviously if you're going to be cutting a lot of firewood like I do, you're going to need a bigger saw when you get into bigger trees to cut them into chunks, but this is definitely handy, and I can cut wood all day long with this thing and never get tired. And it is a super handy, super durable chainsaw. And again, it's a MS 193T, but I can cut through some pretty big trees with it. Alright guys, we pretty much finished up with all the mowing. I got a little bit left back there that I'm going to finish up here in a minute, but this whole area definitely looks a lot different. So it's nice and clean, all the brush and trees are all cleaned up. Like I said before, a lot of these trees were undesirable, and I know there's a lot of people who love trees out there, and I am actually one of those, so I'll plant some more trees. I always like planting trees, but had to get rid of poison ivy and these thorny locusts. They're actually honey locusts, but they're the type with the thorns on them. So got all the brush piled up here and over there, so I'll burn that once it dries out enough. But I got a bunch of logs all stacked up that I'll cut up into firewood. But that will wrap up the first step of the yard preparation. And at the beginning I talked about how Ryan and I were going to partner on this, so he actually came out and took some soil samples. When he posts that video, I'll let you guys know, like on Instagram or Facebook, I'll put a post. But I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to rent a Harley rake, I think, to get this all leveled off and smooth, so that the yard will be nice and smooth. The guy I actually bought my property from has a whole bunch of straw that he wants to get rid of, so I'm going to be using that in this lawn project. But stay tuned for the next video, and I appreciate you guys watching.